Hi, this is Professor CC19, and welcome to episode 6 of Let's Play Candy Crush. Now, it's been a while since episode 5, where we beat another 10 levels 61 to 70, and unfortunately, episode 5 wound up being a little bit more serious than I intended it to be. And also, unfortunately, Angel will not be joining us for the remainder of this series, which is probably going to be cut a bit shorter. I'm still going to be doing fun, more upbeat videos, but this series is probably coming to an end very soon. But I do want to finish the first world, which in this case means levels 71 to 80, which is going to be covered in today's video. And I'm going to try and keep it upbeat. Well, actually, no, that sounds more like a song. I'm going to keep it light. Not going to be as serious as last time. However, I will say at the beginning, I hope you are staying safe, and I hope this can be a relief for you in the stressful times we're in. One thing I'm going to say before playing an actual level, if you saw a video recently, I'll throw the link in the description if you haven't seen it. Go check that out. It's where I talked about the names of the episodes being changed, and King has just taken 10 episode names and used them over and over and over again. Gummy Gardens is one of them, as you can see. This episode used to be Easter Bunny Hills, one of the episodes I was quite fond of because I actually played it near Easter. However, one thing King has missed. I criticized this move as taking away the creativity. It's hard to find your place in the game based on the title now, and also it makes the walkthroughs difficult, especially for my playlists. One thing that they miss, though, there is a minigame. If you go under your spinning wheel and you scroll up, well, it's down from the top, the Master Trophy, you can win bronze, silver, gold, and diamond Master Trophies, where you can get 10% bonus score, extra lives, extra moves, such and such for your current episode of progress. Now, as you can see on the map, these are my early levels, and I have the Master Trophy. One thing King overlooked when they changed the names of the episodes to the same 10 over and over and over again is that if you click on the trophy, it'll actually display the original title. They never changed this. Easter Bunny Hills, my title is Chief Egglayer for being for mastering all 15 levels, but that is the same for all the episodes. I'm going to go back, re-enter, bring me back down to where we were. If I scroll up a bit, you can see, touch the other diamond trophy. This is Bubblegum Bridge, not what they say, Fantastic Forest. So I'm glad that's still there. I can still go back through, find different holiday-themed episodes, anything that has special significance to me. In the meantime, let's jump in and play level 71. There are not as many boosters as we had previously because we can no longer use the build-up on previous levels. However, I do have a lot of boosters, and other than for this level, which I honestly just forgot, I will be bringing my own boosters in to make these levels much easier. And like I said, I want to keep things light, so I'm not going to be talking about all sorts of serious topics like the jalapeno politics that we're used to. I'm recording this on May 7th, 2020, a few days after May the 4th be with you, and one day after King released level 7,000 in Candy Crush Saga. One thing I was confused about that is usually the milestone levels 1,000 through 6,000, all of them have the shape of 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, 6K for, of course, each 1,000. And that was not present for 7K. And I saw a couple other numbers on the board, but I couldn't figure out why they were significant until a little bit later on in the day. Then I realized that they, instead of putting 7K, the level number, King actually worked the date that it was released into the design. 5/6, May the 6th, 2020. There was a little symbol in the middle. I'm assuming that just means the divider between the month and the day. But yes, it's still going to be a while. As far as I am in the game, I'm at level 5890. Still have a ways to go to hit 7,000. but I definitely will have a video coming out soon when I hit 6,000. Another major milestone for me. And the more levels I beat, the more levels I can potentially help you guys with. If you're ever stuck on any level, leave your comments in any of my videos. I'll try and get a video out to you as soon as possible. Level 72, I'm going to bring in Color Bomb and Striped and Wrapped. Those are the boosters I have hundreds of, and I am fine using a couple for the sake of entertainment. This one I think is harder. We used to have more moves. 20 moves, 4 ingredients, pardon me. I want to get rid of the chocolate, I think. I need a little bit of strategy on this board. Because all the things working together can be quite cumbersome. We need to clear this board out and then beat the heck out of it. One thing that's been kind of weird recently for me is how much my schedule has changed for recording. I'm recording late at night, and I talked about it in a lot of the other videos I recorded, but I haven't released yet, about how my schedule has changed so much when I'm asleep, when I'm awake, when I do things. It just all seems very strange. I don't say stressful, because it really isn't. I find it kind of fun adjusting to the changes. I'm usually pretty good at that. But obviously, things happening aren't really positive changes. And as I say in a few of the videos that I haven't released yet, making these videos has been a great means of stress relief, I will say. Playing a number of levels in a row, seeing the old levels that have changed. Anything below 500 I have some memory of, but I still see the changes, and it's nice to see. It's like, I don't want to say seeing old friends, because some of them are pretty hard, but just going back through, recapping the strategies, seeing the levels, going through them for you, I think it's been really helpful for me, especially to deal with other feelings at this time. So, let's see here. I really want to say something about jalapeno politics. I mean, ever since the first episode, that's kind of been present in every episode of this. I don't want to talk about the really serious things that are going on, but as of today, since episode 5 came out, Joe Biden is the only candidate left. Unfortunately, and also unfortunately for him, things are coming out, and I can't really see anything good coming of this, at least for him. But we'll have to see. I saw something new on TV today, just today. I'm not going to say what it is, but it made things a lot more interesting when it comes to who potentially to be voting for. This level is actually going a lot better than I expected. Those entry boosters, they usually do a bit, but I think this board for level 73 is just spectacular. I haven't seen one this good in a while. One thing I do recall from my first, I call it banter video, when I did the marathon for level 3309, is how I talked about radio. And for me talking in a 50-minute video by myself, how I listen to radio, talk radio, and I would love to do that, but if I could actually keep that up. And I realized that I really, as much as I would like to think I could, I really do need another person. Yeah. And a set piece of material. I said earlier today, I really am glad I write so much down, because I would not be able to remember half the things that I need to say or need to do. If you have an experience like that, or you know someone, or are willing to admit yourself, leave your comments below. Tell me any interesting stories of things you might have forgotten. I'm going to try and make this as interactive as possible. That might be fun. In the meantime, upcoming on this channel, the Mar World Championships. And I know originally the Alg Olympics were coming very soon, but there is a brand new project with Algadoo that I've been working on for some time now. It's planned to be very spectacular. 8 brand new courses, 16 of the Alga Olympics teams that you've come to know and love, competing in a purely racing style tournament. All the courses are themed, custom named. Everything about this tournament is meant to be even grander in a sense than the Alga Olympics, and in the direction of progress, getting more modern with some of the styles and formats and graphics. I hope you enjoy it. The first video with the Mar World Championship is premiering based on when this video is coming out, just in about a week. May 15th and 16th is the first race of the Mar World Championship. Now, in the position I'm in, we didn't have very many moves for this level, and I have been talking, not really paying attention. We might have to use a booster here, and I have a number 1. I have 31 switch hands, 77 hammers. That 7-7, I like that number, and I want to get this 31 down to a nice even 30, so I'm going to use a switch hand and beat this level. Once again, sacrificing boosters for the purpose of entertainment. One other thing I think that has been great about playing these old levels is filling the chocolate box with them and playing some of the other mini games. The booster airdrop, and just all the means of getting the lollyhammers and switch hands. The spinning the wheel every day, how it's more likely to give you a jackpot than it used to. Everything that has allowed me to build up my stash of in-game boosters from what it used to be, which was virtually nothing, to at one point over 140 lollyhammers. With some of the mini games that have been in Candy Crush recently, it's cut back into that. I'm down to about 80. But still, it feels nice having that store there. Better to be prepared. And again, making this interactive, leave your comments below. How many lollyhammers do you have? And what is the best way that you found that you can get more? I'm sure a lot of other people would love hearing those tricks. I've also seen King's community page recently. Not too many updates regarding new features, unfortunately, as they have promised. Some people have the chance to customize the Fantastic Five with their own teams. And that's one thing that was really pushed and advertised, in a sense, a couple months ago when King took away all the other minigames that we really did enjoy in the game. They promised this new change. And again, only some people have it. I am not one of them. I would like to be, because having a different team every week and with the changes to the Fantastic Five, it's made it really hard to collect the final prize, the UFO at the end. I had a really good team last week and still couldn't quite get it. And it just seems kind of unfair. So regarding King's statements on their community page and their release of level 7000, I've been thinking about the types of players. And I've been reading through some of the stories that people submitted for the Crush is Real. Of course, the minigames, some of them are being featured for custom levels. And one thing I noticed is that some people are like, posting their picture of, here, I'm at level 7000. I'm done with the game. And every week, 15 new levels. They have a picture new out every week that I'm at the end of this game. I'm waiting for new levels. I'm impressed by that. I don't want to say I am jealous. Maybe just a little bit. But then again, there's the other players who are leaving a comment saying, oh wow, I just passed level 300. I'm so excited how far I've made it in the game. And of course I respect those people just as much, because everyone can play at their own pace. They find the elements difficult or not. They have their own amount of time. But I've realized how different the types of players are. Players who are non-stop progress, let's get to the end of the game. Players who play it for fun or while they're waiting for something. And what I found is I'm kind of a combination of all types of players. there are times when I play the game for progress. I play a lot of it at once. Usually, if I start an episode, I want to get the 5 gold bars for beating it right away, so I beat 15 levels in one sitting. But other times, if I just hit a hard level, I want to take a break. As much as I am progress oriented and I want to reach the end of the game, I feel like I do play it more so when I get a chance and when I feel comfortable playing it. And having made it to level 58 and 90 doing that, I think that's kind of the epitome of the interbreed of Candy Crush players. And I think as long as I've been pursuing reaching the end of the game, that's never really been my first priority. However, I really do want to reach the end of the game by the end of this year. Have something good end 2020. Alright, we have 3 levels left to go. This one is going to be a little tricky. But it has 4 colors now instead of 5 when they changed it the first time. Let's see, what else? One thing I have noticed recently is all the new ideas that I've been seeing in regards to like crafts and hobbies and the different things people are doing when they have time at home. One thing that I kind of always have been, I don't know if okay, we kind of cut out there for a second, but I brought us back in at the same point. I haven't made any additional moves since I was cut off a moment ago. So, what I was saying is the crafts and hobbies I've been seeing online recently with people being stuck at home. One thing I've always kind of been into is home decor, creative home decor ideas. I've always been a bright and colorful person. Maybe that's why I play Candy Crush as much as I do, and maybe why I miss yellow candies being present. But creative and what's the word? Geo-friendly? I'm thinking it is eco-friendly methods of home decor. Something I've always seen, like woodworking. There's a number of craft shows I like to go to in the area where I live, especially in the fall, which is kind of strange. Fall is, in some reasons, for some reasons, my favorite season, and for other reasons, my least favorite season. Oh dear, nightmarishly hard level. And that skull is actually really creepy. So let's beat this. So yeah, the fall is, for some reasons, in the sense that there are a lot of festivals and fairs. Hopefully still will be this year by the fall. All this will be over. And the great food and the crafts. But then also, I don't really like Halloween as much because there's always a horror movie commercial on the TV that I'm not a fan of horror movies. But anyway, yeah, creative home decor, crafts, woodworking, things where you can repurpose so they make, what's the phrase, turning trash into treasure. One thing that I have gotten into is sparkling water. I'm not a fan of plain sparkling water, and I don't really like some brands. There's only a couple brands. I like the sparkling water and juice combo drinks. But for the regular flavored, mild flavored sparkling water, one particular brand I do like. I am not sponsored, so I'm not going to be saying anything, unfortunately. They come in different color cans, different color can for each flavor, and instead of throwing the cans out in the trash, I actually like to save them. I try all the different flavors, sadly except blue because I do not like plain. But I might have to get a can of blue just to complete the collection. But yeah, there is a good 15 or 20 different color cans that I've turned into art in my home. And it's just a nice touch, I would think, because it's taking something that would have just been thrown out and or recycled in another form and turning it into something that I can really appreciate. And again, keeping this interactive, leave your comments below of any creative home projects you've done to repurpose something and that you think has a certain aspect of beauty in and of itself. Alright, we have done well here keeping this positive. And the pace at which we've progressed through these levels has made me think that I don't want to end this series quite yet. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see how hard the levels get, how many boosters I continue to pile, stockpile, pile, any of those terms. And we'll see if this episode, if we will progress into World 2, levels 81 to 90 or 95, in potentially episode number 7. I would say Lucky 7, but I think this one has turned out so well I could be considering Lucky 6. Although that sounds kind of odd, so... I've always kind of been big with numbers, too. Like 19 always being my favorite number. I like the number 5, then 4, 9, 11, 7. There are a few numbers I don't like. Everyone in my family kind of has a favorite number. If you'll recall, originally there was... I'll throw another link in the description. Back when my channel was in its early days, there was Player CC21. In 3 videos I've done, one of them at an amusement park, which is different, but 21, her favorite number. My mother's favorite number is 3 because the number of people in family, our immediate family. So all of us just have just like a special bond, a special memory, a special meaning of some sort. And leave your comments below anything that you might think of if you have a favorite number or if it has special meaning. In the meantime, that is how we beat levels 71 to 80 with the use of a couple boosters, the new versions, taking a look at them, and just having a good time. I hope this was an encouraging video. If you learned some new things about Candy Crush, you were entertained, you got your mind off the seriousness, stress of the times, I hope it did. In the meantime, stay tuned for the upcoming Mar World Championships. I hope they are as epic as they are intended to be, and I hope you check it out and enjoy them. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Have a great day, stay healthy, and as always, thank you so much for watching.